Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, I thought I'd literally just put this away. I have sent the header back to the store. I've just got to get the straw off, and to be honest, we're not in a bad place. I do like that shed. Yeah, I should be remembering that one. It's a nice. Obviously, I love the other shed that is my favourite, the 4,000 euro dollar pound one. That I really often sort of go as my first choice. But it doesn't fit everywhere. It is large, so it's one of those things. Plus, which I suppose everyone doesn't always want to see the same one, but it's sort of a good base structure. I think we'd still get to that, and we are actually undercover. So, right, so we want the straw grabbing off the field, and hopefully the workers will be a little bit more helpful today. They were really, I thought, I'll just send them to assist, and did they assist? No, they went off to the far corners of the field and didn't actually assist at all. It was I was like, I even left it in the place where you'd have expected the worker to actually go. I was like, what is your problem? Why are you immediately going over to the far corners of the field that have already been done? This is ridiculous. Yeah, there are a lot of discrepancies on the game. I meant to tweak my settings, my graphic settings. It was a bit. It's also very, very hot. I've gone for air cooling on this one. I had water cooling on the last one, and I was less than pleased with it. But it was a sealed water cooler type thing, not one that you needed to tweak, or that. Well, all water coolers can leak in time, so it didn't ever leak. It was good, but I didn't find it much better than an air cooling, and in the end it was overheating, and in fact, I went one step further than a lot of people. I have always left my case open for the last few years, and I intend to do so again. I'm literally open case. It's more about performance for me than it is ever about aesthetics. I want to get the most out of the machine. I don't overclock, never used to, but I find it's just the instability is just not worth the thing. It's for younger people who really want to like tweak and have a bit of fun. I find it use the max power of the processor and the memory without actually doing any damage to you. You pay good money for these things. Why would you risk damaging these things with overclocking? Stress testing and all that. So I was like, why do I want to put my rig through this rigorous like stress? Yeah, just to see if it'll hold for hours on end. I'm thinking, surely I'm probably reducing the life of my processor and my bits and bobs, if it's memory, just by doing this. Surely I am. So why would I do this? And I sort of stopped doing it. I do think I had a valid point that it's silly, really. It's just something that you get in your head. You want to squeeze the most out of your processor, and as I said, I think it's more for younger people, or not necessarily younger. There's nothing wrong with doing it at all, but I just don't feel the need. I just would sooner have the natural sort of like power of the thing. I think obviously I was talking to my boss about this the other day, and he was saying he says when you're younger you've not got the cash and you're trying to squeeze every life out of it. I thought, yeah, that's probably really it. That really is probably, where it comes from for the youngsters. Like, I can't really afford some of the prices. I was looking at mine. I went as high as I could with the rig. I've never spent as much on a processor as I have this time. Period. I was like sweating. I was like, what? It's just ridiculous. But it is one of the best Ryzen 9s that I've gone for. So yeah, although for this jerkiness you wouldn't think it. I think I've got my settings really, really fine, and it's all going on the. What I did last time was I had the AMD processor look after part of this, and then the NVIDIA look after part of it too. So I think I'm going to do the same again. But the NVIDIA's better? The DLSS is definitely better for like this kind of like level of, but it also does that weird glitchiness on it that like ruins immersion. So I think I'd sooner go for stability over like looks in a way. Sometimes looks over like I think we looked at the sales already. Did we do our animals? That is the real question. Yeah, the mud sounds a bit quiet for some reason. I don't know what that is about. No, they are definitely okay. We've even got the milk out, got straw manure. Now, we did say we wanted to do the manure and the slurry side of things, didn't we, as well? For a bit of... No, did we? I'm not sure. I think I'm happy as well. Right, so it's November. We do need... Now, have we got anything that we've got to look out for that's coming up in January or... Yeah, the butter one is yellow, yeah, and that's yellow too. So we are approaching the time when we do need to pay attention to this. So let's go through. I mean, I can't get over. Oh, now that is the point. We ought to be setting the standard worker popping and like doing the. We want the class because it is well. It's one of the few jobs the class can actually manage. Is my real point. So, where are you? Ah, you are there. Oh, I've done it again. Enter vehicle, please. Right, let's grab that fantastic plough. Yeah, I'll be glad when this is fixed. It really is a very, very good tractor, though. I've got to be honest. This will be one of those to remember. I really do love tracts, and I really do love a front and a back 3-point link. It's a good medium range. It's not even terrible at like normal. Yeah, like normal sort of costs. So I think we'll just do a little bit of painting around the edge of there. Oh, I think we did say this actually, didn't we? Hang on, let me just stop the worker, because if we paint it before we set them going, they will take note of that. If we do it like afterwards, then yeah, I want to claim a little bit of this up to about there, I would say. So can we afford it? Well, we've got to afford it, really. Yeah, so we're going to go from about there, like that, I would say, and then we could do grass, but I'm not going to, because I'll be tempted to like do the grass or something on. I know what I'm like. I just want it to be grass. It's just the demarcation line of like where the field ends and the farmyard starts. Which obviously I've changed this now. I've changed the mechanics. We did have a field as a the farmyard, and now I've literally stolen that completely for the for the grass field. So right, let's put a bit of grass down as well. Let's do this properly. Being as giants have been, that is one thing I am very impressed with. The price of the grass is. Yeah, it doesn't like rob you blind. If I'd have done this on FS25, it would have been that's 74 grand, or was it 74? No, 47. It was. Yeah, we're not far off what we were. Yeah, it goes down in like little tippies rather than like thousands. I remember the worst was when I got 8,000. I thought, oh yeah, I'll be able to do this only bit of grass. It's right at the beginning of FS22. And I literally sort of did it, and I looked and I thought, why am I not putting any grass down? Because I'd run out of money, and it was only a tiny patch. It wasn't a massive one either. So right, let's leave you to it. Yeah, so I really am quite pleased with where we are. And is January. Are we doing anything? Jump tractor. Right, smashing. So then we got everything off the fields. Animals are done. We have looked in the sales, I believe it will check, because sometimes things... Ah, yeah, I remember it well. Let's go through to 9 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, well, that surprises me that I've not actually done that so far, to 9 already. I usually do that in August to September. I really should have been mod testing, but I built the PC and I had nothing but trouble with it, so it's one of those things. Oh, that's a good tick up, very good. 55,000. Let's have a look at what we've got on offer today. Hispano. I think we'll do a little bit of buying and selling. Got a couple of items there that are not too terrible. With having as. So what I say, really, when you consider the mover, it really does do away with the need for a baler stroke, and it's got 30. I mean, there are advantages to balers. There's no denying it. That certain farms as well. Oh, I don't actually. You're right. We could do it this way though. We could indeed. Right, let's get that shifted quickly. I don't want this to be like... I always insist, I don't want this to take forever, this kind of thing. Oh, it was this Let's Play where I got the Coeco. Brilliant. Excellent, I do like it. Yeah, we're doing quite a lot on this. I'm really quite... I really should, if it's a short run, I should be sort of stopping about 3 or 4 sessions ago, but there are certain times when I've like just not felt, because all of the Let's Plays again are getting quite large, Pelenniers, and it's like almost the last year of the Let's Play, and all of them, yeah, Louisiana, I've literally just come from one of the biggest sessions ever with Louisiana. That was a monstrous session doing that field again with one harvester. Yeah, it really is. It would have been a nice thing for us to own, but we just can't afford to actually do that. So we've got 60,000, so if we do that one, we should just about... I was tempted to buy that for ourselves, but I thought, well, are we doing potatoes? Is that something we're going to go into? Yes, I think I am quite pleased, really, with the progress that we're making on hard economy. And obviously, I do realise that part of that is the self-marketing, but it's not only the self-marketing. Obviously, having my own productions that are fairly balanced, and they are balanced as well. I'm sort of keep being... If they're too good, I literally sort of knock them down so that I think they're about right. So 63,000. Oh, would you believe it? Okay, let's lend 5,000 then. Borrow. Yeah, that should do nicely. We don't want any of that, and that should be spot on now. But I do also not want to have the mover on every last Let's Play. So if this was the beginning of this and I got that for 63,000 for a windrow, a stroke baler, I would have it. Yeah, so there will be a time when this does become a thing that we will be going for. Because I just don't want it to get boring that all I ever go for is the mover. I don't want there to be any of that repetitive. I think it's part as a content creator, you've got to be uncomfortable sometimes, and it's not always about you being in your... because otherwise you're creating content that's just repetitive all the time. I realised in FS25 that this was something that I was... well, some of it was down to productions. Now I'm making my own productions. To be honest, it's a bit different kettle of fish. So we're up to 71,000. We've made up 20 odd grand. That's not terrible, really, all things considered. So... right, animals, I believe, or I would imagine actually we could probably like backpedal a little. And now that's nice, 1,875 litres of buffalo milk. Now that's in a single day. That's not bad. I do love this little thing. I'm intending on keeping this one as well in the game. I really don't know why I took it out, because I was always a massive fan of this. I don't know why I took it out. I remember doing it was quite early on as well, and then I think later I would have, if I'd have thought about it, I'd have thought, that's a really good mod, why have you taken it out? The fact it's got its 3-point and all the rest of it, I have no idea why I took it out, but yeah, this is definitely... yeah, I mean, this and the fence, this could be one of those starter tractors that on any Let's Play, it's an old, weak tractor, but nevertheless, it's like, reminds me of the old grey masses that we've got in FS19 that were they were about 2,700 for a right old barn find. I think I need to tweak this a little. I need to do I've got another liquids thing which is a bit better than that, although I do like that. It's it doesn't I've done one now with all of the different... oh, okay. Was being a little bit finickety. Right, so buffalo milk, buffalo mozzarella, butter 1, 9,000, oh, nearly like 210. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at costs. Are we in green for... oh, we are. Right, okay, well, we can only take one to market. The buffalo milk will have to stay, but we can tell the butter 1 to spawn, definitely. And we will actually get to use our fence that's sitting in the trees somewhere, I think. Yeah, I saw it every time I start the engines. I'm like, where are you hiding? Yeah, I like this. It's nice. Again, this is another thing. There's quite a few telehandlers, older ones as well, that I think, well, they'd be absolutely brilliant. I might not make my own telehandler. It's one of those long-term projects I wanted to do, because sometimes you're like, well, everyone's already got it covered. Why do you want to do that? So I think now this should bring in quite a lot, because it is obviously, it's bigger than it looks. It's 5,000 litres in one. So why is that not? It's got its own little foibles as well, its own little learning system. It's one of those where you've got to like be on the right thing. Your control groups. That's the one aspect I'm not that keen about. Yeah, because well, no, it is it is working. It is working. Fantastic. Right, fantastic. He says as he's repeating himself now. I'm very tired, yeah, I am. I know I can say that all the time, but literally, oh, no, yeah, that's about right. That's not, yeah, it's not like it won't make you rich ever, butter, but it is good. Now then, I'm gonna just sell this and rebuy it, because it's now this sort of beggars the question. This, as all of our mods, sits in the mod folder. I'm going to give myself the cash back. This is more for just to prove a point, in a way. Did I actually put the... I didn't, did I? No, I didn't do the... Right, we need to buy the same, and I will pay the difference. This is more of just to show you all, really, that the game is not right at the minute. So let's grab the same one back, the BI27. I need to get that. Well, Giants have told me off anyway. I need to like get my store items done differently, apparently. Although I can't really see the difference much between my spacing on that and that one there, really. But so we've got 1005, so we want to be giving ourselves 1002. Now you can see that is a completely different thing, but it's not. That's my point. That's exactly the same thing. So why was it silver? It's pulling from the same mod folder. That's my point. Why is it like that? Right, let's give ourselves that 1,200 back as well. Yes, it's changed a lot. Again, I'm a creature of habit. It's amazing how you get used to the interface that you get used to. Yeah, I've tweaked this quite a lot, but I just don't understand why it's in the mod folder, and the original was the same model, so why would it... I don't think you're going to be able to do it like that. I think you might be able to... I think I should be able to get that like that. I've almost got my attachers in the right place. Yeah, I was tweaking them the other day. Should be able to, like, and then if you lower it and drop it, it's usually not too terrible. You've got to look at the shape of the bottom. It really is a little bit... That is what it's like. It is one of the... But it's the shape. What can you do? It is... You just have to learn, like I do, to stop. And I now getting into the habit of lowering it because it suits the model. So nearly... So actually, I don't understand what I've got to do with the bottom ones. I think the model needs tweaking. I think I need to squeeze the model a little bit. Yeah, because those are now right, and you can see the top one is actually level with where it should be, and the bottom ones are high. Well, that means that the model is wrong, because they're set by Giants. You can't do anything with those, but you can't see them in the i3D, I might add. Yeah, there's a lot of guesswork and little tweaks here and there until it gets in the right place, which finally, it's about there. Right, so then, did we do the ones across the road? I think we did, didn't we? Have we, like... Ooh, stones. We've got stone pickers. We've no excuse for this. And I know I always moan about, and it is true that the workers are terrible, but well, they are. The stone picking is like their least... Yeah, it is very jerky, so I think I'm going to literally stick the AMD processor on the FSR, as it calls it, instead of DLSS, and then I'm splitting the load. Right, so we want the 9, which is in the Black Sheep mod. This I intend to do... This is a project I'm going to continue with, and that is my own stone picker, just for the learning curve. I'm not doing it the same way. Right, So then, is that still? Are they still working? I think so. We could set another one, and they set this on the bigger field, and set the 5.5 metre. I'm trying to leverage this a little bit more of actually working slowly like this over time and using the workers a bit better than I have in the past. Yeah, like sort of get the job done slowly. The normal workers are really brilliant for like, yeah, I mean, I never thought I would say that. I mean, when I say they're brilliant, what I mean is they're brilliant in the fact that they will carry on. They are terrible and they are very faffy, but they do, on most jobs, do a good job. Stone picking isn't one of them, but yeah, they do sort of like do it, but please tell me you're not going on the bottom field. No, it's just angles. It's always angles that you look at. Right, so we said that the animals were okay. Yes, this is quite a small field, this one, isn't it, really? So really quite apt that this 5.5 metre one goes in there. So animals, I think we said we were happy to... Yeah, they're well good. Taking the milk out, that's the main thing. Let's just pop over to that ready for the morning, though. Let's go through, well, we could actually, we'd tip the... Yeah, because the thing is, if we don't sort of keep this going like we have done it in this way, where we're like doing the 17,000, we're going to sort of like take away the leverage of like how that's filling, because we're going to be not unfilling it, not emptying it, and then it's not going to fill again. So really, it's I mean, really that's filling with our workers topping it up every night. So yeah, we ought to really be doing this every single day, because it's not that difficult, is it really? Fantastic. Leave that there, and it should do it itself. We can get on the tank for the morning. Have we got anything else to sell? Oh, straight through it. No, I thought... Sorry, I'm confusing myself. I was like, did I look at the sales this morning or not? But we did, definitely. So, how are we doing on that? Ooh, smashing. Ike is doing a cracking job. Well, they all are, really. So let's go through... No, did we... No, I think we did check everything. Everything's good. Well, I mean, obviously there's a lot of things in green there, but a lot of things that we're not actually doing. Now, what are we doing with the... Yeah, I think we're sitting on something that we're not supposed to be. Like, aren't we doing the biodiesel? Doesn't it need digestate? We did say the slurry. That's what we were on about. Let's go grab the... Have we got any tractors left? I don't think we have we? They're all... Vivian is like over there. We have got the little John Deere, but I'm not sure it's really made for that. I suppose we could try it with a Fendt, but I'm not sure even that. The BDSSB one is the one I think that we would have chosen for this task. So let's grab some slurry and we'll change it to digestate, so at least I'm not forgetting. I was thinking, what is the point in having all of that beautiful sunflowers if you're not actually doing it? We were trying to leverage this to actually earn some cash, to sort of decide what business we're really going into long term. You know, these are all like little businesses you can do with the self-sufficiency, but they're not like an end business, I don't think, anyway. I mean, you could use just the self-sufficiency, really. It's capable, a bit like the production shed, but I'm trying to stick to having a proper production, or a set of productions. Again, I mean, now we have got the milk, so obviously we are doing that, but yeah, I wonder if mind you, know other people. No, I don't think they have. I don't know that Giants would ever pass a thing that you can draw the manure out of here. Even if players would want it, I'm not sure they'd let you do this, where you can like choose. Oh yeah, of course this can only have slurry, so but obviously, yeah, I can draw the manure out of here. Now, I didn't make that do that, so isn't that supposed to have a graphic on to sort of show the slurry coming out? Because I haven't changed that. Alright, so we want slurry to digestate, and I believe we need some water too. I think it needs, well, basically it's watered down slurry, isn't it really, which I would imagine it sort of is probably not far off. That's what I thought. I thought it was rather apt to do this, even though I've never seen anyone else do it. I still thought it was quite appropriate, really. So let's switch that on. But we do want it on keep because that doesn't really have any bearing on the matter. So we also need to get ready to fill water. I think we should just about actually manage that. No, we're too close to the... I felt sure we'd be close enough to actually get the that's not quite as far as range as I thought. Right, I am right though, once I do need water as well. Yeah, so it's 1 to 1. So I want 40 tons of this due. And then that is not a bad sort of thing. Yeah, I changed this. I wanted them to look different, so it is different, but it's obviously more busy, but the others like bigger, so I'm happy to keep them as they are. Yeah, because these are two completely different models, even though they are the same model in the beginning, they are not the same model anymore, and that has actually got the BI 777 showing. I think I've done that wrong. Oh no, it's B. Yeah, I always look at the thing and see 1777. It's BI 777. Yeah, it's my own thing. You'd think, no, really, wouldn't you? Really? So like that should be doing in the morning, and then that will mean part the way through. We'll switch that off now. Seeds is what we were doing for the barley, wasn't it? We have actually told that to do it. Yeah, we will. We're at 6 tons, I think, didn't we? Yeah, it's now ticking down. We'll keep it for seeds. We might even just use it ourselves for all of our own seeds, rather than like buy somebody else. So we've got the digestate from slurry. The biodiesel will also kick in as well as that starts to become a thing. So let's go through till the morrow. Is that working across there? Look like they've got stuck or something, but I haven't seen any messages. Yeah, the stone pickers, I think they just go for a fag break on the edge of the field a lot. Wink, wink. Yeah, they're definitely in the same place. Vivian, I have no idea why you can't crack on. You weren't blocked or anything. I have no idea why you were just sitting there having a fag break forever. But we are not willing to pay your wages for that. Let's see if we can actually will you work now? I presume it was saying that it was too close to the thing without saying that it was too close to the fence. That's the only thing I can actually see that may be a real thing. Let's grab you. Let's do this, being as we're on this, and with it. Wow, that is fantastic. It sort of does show you, obviously, the butter. Again, I think it does fluctuate quite a bit. So, so this is at 1,800 litres for a complete month, which is not bad, really. It's a bit of a bank, that, really. Let's have a look. Costs. How is the butter doing? Is it green still? Vaguely. Vaguely. Oh, the buffalo milk also. So let's tell the buffalo milk also to spawn. Where is the buffalo? We'll tell everything to spawn, really, as well. Yeah, let's grab the telehandler. We may as well just scrap the telehandler actually, and you just use. So we should now have seeds. May as well fill that for one other time as well. Yeah, I mean the money's flowing. I mean, we're not rich, but it flows well from session to session, and that I think is sort of shows you your balance is okay. Well, I mean you can be in balance as well, as in so much as you can, like be cheating and have terrible prices and like everything, like the street is paved with gold type scenario. But really, we're not doing that. Our prices are fairly. I'm trying to do my prices the same as. Or close to giants for those things that are like that I don't know. The only trouble is, I've only done the butter as 5,000 because it's the thing that's the worst that gets out of hand, is my point. So we'll just do this, and while we're doing this, others will appear of what we need to do, the 1,000-litre ones. So the butter's the thing that's going to make us the most, but again, it won't make us rich. It's just the multiplication factor of the butter that really makes it well worth doing a 5,000-litre pallet for, whereas the other things, I think you can sort of cope with them. But again, if I find you can't, I'll add those fill types too. I should create a milk too, because obviously, that's like 4 of these now so far. And if it's easier and it makes the Let's Play better, whereas you're only grabbing 1 instead of like 5 individuals, which is what I've done. I've done it with the ropes now, I've done it with the clothes, I've done it with sugar. I think I've got 7,000 litres, because sugar's just an enormous amount that you usually get from sugar if you go in it on any sort of size with the sugar mills. So is worth quite a lot of cash, isn't it? Really? That's not bad, is it? Considering the milk. I think that doubles as well. I mean, again, that's I think true of them all. I mean, yeah, there's quite a lot of milk here. It's sort of, yes. It's not, doesn't take too much, because I was thinking it doesn't sort of multiply sort of, but in a way it's. So I'm hoping, well, I'm not hoping in a way, obviously I'd like it to go on forever if, but I want it to be fair. Right, so I would imagine, surely that would, no, I don't think we've got any mozzarella. Now that is a really fantastic price, but I have tried to keep that, I've made it a little bit quicker than Giants, because Giants I think you'd probably get a ton every 2 years, and I'm not exaggerating by a lot either. It really is that poor on the small one. And I thought, well, you'd surely want at least a ton or 2 a year of leaving your buffalo mozzarella. Surely you would. I think that should be all of it. I mean, what I'm saying is that's a good little business. That's just turned us around from 89,000 to 131,000 in just by its own. So what I'm saying, having cows and this type of thing, and the prices are as close to the Giants prices as I possibly can. If I sort of showed you the milk, then per 1,000 litres it really is pretty much of a muchness. Yeah, my milk and their milk. Butter likewise I think was slightly, a little bit, 1,004, but mine also fluctuates a lot more. Mine goes down to 8, that's 1,000, so yeah, 9, sorry, but it's a little tiny bit more, but again it fluctuates more. Clothes have a tweaked, because that was, in fact, that's still not quite right. Yeah, the normal clothes, which are, where is the clothes? The Giants clothes. Oh no, it's my bottom price is 4, but yeah, my top price is 11. So again, a little tiny bit of fluctuation both ways, slightly more, but like slightly less as well. So it's balanced. It's literally just hit that sweet spot. Yeah, that's not what I was trying to show there, was it? I was trying to show the butter. I've done it to myself again, where you like Forget where was I going with this. Please don't. Are you having another fag break in the same place that's already been done? Why would you do that, you absolute shirky, you? That's what gets me. They've already done that area. They go across the same bits and stick in the same bit, and I'm like, well, why are you even doing the same bit? It's done. So I mean, that's my point about the work's being lousy in that way, because they've already done that area of the field. Again, this is a little bit like the AI travel on the map that used to be on FS22. It was almost right on day one, and then it got tweaked a lot, and it got worse. Now this one has actually finished. Well, let's see. Have you finished? Yeah, not bad. So the Black Sheep modding one is better than the. Well, you could say mine's, but I haven't tweaked it. It's just, or I've just changed the look of it, and it's made from reclaimed material. So in my defence, it's still the Giants version. Yeah, I'm not taking any claims for I've tweaked that model or anything like that. All I've done is added a slightly bigger tank, cheekily, and yeah, it's exactly the same model. I've just changed the look, and that is it. So, whereas this did a good job. I think we'll assist this one, because I've no doubt they're going to get stuck in the same place again, because they're going to go like in the same place, even though it's, and there they go, they're going around the edge of the field. Why would you do an area that you've already done? Your programming is very poor. You shouldn't be doing that. Sorry, Giants, but it is true. It is. I don't like sort of. It's very easy to tear strips off this game at the minute, really, to be honest. It is a bit shambolic. Yeah, 7 months in and like still huge flaws. In fact, yeah, the game's doing strange things. I thought to begin with it was mods or something like that, but I don't think it is. The game was mixing. I've never seen ever any of the FSs do the flaws that this particular version has got. It really is quite awful. Oh, we're full, that's why it's refusing to listen to you now. So we can make a bit of lime, I'd say. We also, I think, need to... I feel like we should buy... We're doing well enough, I think we can afford to buy the precision farming data on 49. Yeah, I don't fancy doing that, even if it costs me 10 grand. Oh, that's not too terrible. Ooh, there's a nice patch of grey over there, so let's just set you on the edge of the field. And... oh, another fag break! Let's just finish this job. I cannot wait any longer for these ridiculous... Well, I mean, it just emphasises it. I suppose when you emphasise something like that and you show it, and it is sort of... It is mocking in a way, but it's mocking because you can. As in, like, it is mock-worthy, because it's just terrible. It really is. But, I mean, I do also give credit where credit's due. There are a lot... if it's handled correctly, if Giants can pull it all out, but I keep saying this, and I've said it for 7 months now, that, well, I can see where this would be the best game in the franchise ever if Giants did pull the cat out of the bag, but they keep doing gigabytes updates, and then something else gets broken. Yeah, I mean, like the manure, again, like in FS, that's why I say as far as I'm concerned, I don't care anymore. I'm not going to put any manure pits down. I'm doing it old school, because I'm sick to death of that. Yeah, all the way through FS22 we had it where you were, oh, let's put another manure point down because the last one's broken last session. It just, you know, it's disappointing. It's a compounding of disappointment over and over again, where something should work, and it did work, and it still works, but we've got to do things this new way that doesn't work because Giants don't want to like go back to the old way that actually worked. And it's, to me, I keep saying that Giants are stubborn, very, very stubborn, and that's the type of thing that I'm saying. It's a monumental stubbornness of the highest bad caliber, really. That kind of stubbornness where it's obvious, really, that a sensible person would, until they got it right, would not. Yeah, there was another company that did the same, and it was I can't remember the company's name actually, that did Star Wars. It was at the time the biggest game that was terribly good, and it was the game to play at the time. And then there was an event that they called the CU, and it was again an arrogance of a company that thought they could do what they like, and it was a ridiculous update that thrashed the game. And they put an update on the servers. Yeah, not even just did it once. They didn't do a control server to see the effects of it, and they broke havoc on the game, and it didn't work for about 2 months. If that's not stupid, you are poisoning you've just poisoned your own well, really, and you've disappointed every single player. And guess what? The players all walked. So again, and that's what I'm saying, I doubt very much. Farming Simulator is a very unique game. I doubt very much we'll all walk, but what I'm saying is, if there was another one out there that was the same, would we? I think we probably would. It is the best of its kind, but it's still, you sort of think, if there was something close to it, would I try that? Probably. Yeah, now that's the thing where my graphics look a bit funny. Because really, it's that tank that comes out is the tank that needs to be bigger, and even Black Sheep Modding is just basically made it bigger. So I'm thinking I might change my model completely, and I'm not going to go with this body. I'm going to go with a similar body. I know I'm not going to take it either, but I like this person's, because I think they've hit the nail on the head. I think this is a better design for the stone pickers, which is where I thought they were higher up. Here we go. I thought I was right. Yeah, the Zenith stone collector. Again, it's not very wide. That's what I don't like. But I like the way they've done it. It's a shovel on wheels, and that's what I'm going to do. Something very similar, where the shovel would sort of. I'm going to go for a 9 meter, but I want arms if possible. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I was making it difficult. I could easily do. I've already got the stone picker. I've got the buckets that already do that particular thing where they're just on the ground. So I could do that straight away, but 9 meters is a bit big. So I either go for like 2 4.5s or 2 6s. No, but I just think they've gone the right way, and as well as it being terribly good value for money. It's just too tiny to actually. Yeah, if the modder had done something twice as big, even that would be quite amazing, really. So I think that's the shape, sort of similar to that I'm going to do, because I think they've got it right. Right. It's January morning. We've done our animals. Did we check? I don't think we checked the sales this morning, did we? It's the month where you don't get anything. Right, so then, did we do the animals? I don't think we did. No, it did it itself. That's good enough to me. So we did the milk, straw, manure, and slurry is going up. Now, have we... Why is the manure going? Oh, we took some of the slurry. And have we got any straw? Just. We ought to do a bit of straw. Let's just go down and do a couple of loads of straw if we've got any room. In fact, actually, that's probably not a bad idea. Why don't we grab that? That can be on the milk then, if we can like fine-tune this a little. It's the right way. Yeah, if we grab, I think we told straw to go into this one too, so if we did, that's not a bad sort of thing. Let's just lift me tines, they're scraping in the floor. So the only bad thing about this, I wanted this to be the other one, and I chose the wrong one. This is a normal production silo with... Oh. We didn't tell the cow barn silo to go for straw then. Oh, we did? I don't think we told anything else to... Well, see, straw's not a thing, is it, in this? It's just, we've got a lot in there, but we'd have to manually lug it. Yeah, it's the silos. Have we got any in there? That's outside as well, isn't it? Yeah, and no, we'd have to buy some. So let's just buy some. Let's go to the buy point one and actually grab a set of straw. We need some. Simple as. And it's not, again, I'm trying to play realistically. Let's be honest. Some farmers actually just do straw. That's their business. So it's not unbelievable that you'd go and buy some straw. It's not a difficult thing to do, is my point. So stick. I think a couple of these actually, because we don't do this every day, so I think we'll stock up. Yeah, I never realised how this beautiful little trailer, how very useful it has been. It's not always about massive trailers. It's yeah, its left-hand side is a bit quicker. That's still not slow. I get used to it being. It's really strange. I've got the Red Rock on Louisiana, and I'm like expecting it to like unload as quick as mine. I'm like, it's not yours. It won't unload that quickly because it's not been told to unload that quickly. But in another way, I sort of think, well, you've got to learn anyway, because otherwise you get used to super speeds and you just can't do that. You know, you've got to be able to like cope with anything. I just want to do that bit of ground that's it's a bit messy. Let's do the green first. Let's do grass dry, and then we'll do a bit of putting of grass down, I think. Oh, okay, that's interesting. But oh, it is. You just can't see it. Oh wow. That's, yeah, you got to be right on top of it to actually see that you're actually putting it down. That's really bizarre. It will grow. Yeah, but it really, optically, you couldn't see until I went down to better height. I couldn't see that I was actually doing it. Right. Will we get through all the way through the winter? I'm not sure. It all depends what things get thrown your way, isn't it? So we've done. Oh, we haven't done all the stones. We haven't done the other. Well, I suppose we can set them going. We'll set the 9.5 meter one going now. It is true. It is true. I have sort of forgotten that my phone is crazy. No, it can't be you. It has got to be. Did we leave them? No, we did. We did move them. Yeah, it is this one. Yeah, I don't know what this is about with these sheep wandering over this field all the time. Whether that it's it looks a bit odd with there being no. Actually, I suppose sheep. No, thinking about the Peak District, there's a lot of that goes on where they wander across and just get left. So yeah, right, let's leave that. Let's quickly grab you. Grab some TMR. Oh. So it did push some across. I still want to know why it's doing the squirty thing that it's doing there, because it shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I checked this out and I thought, well, I can't for the life of me see why it would be doing that angle when inside the R3D it goes straight down. There is no, and it's also scaled, because scale can do strange things. Very strange. Oh, it's tipping into the. Yeah, I get it. I get it now. We need not to dump it into that. We need to dump it into here. Yeah, otherwise we're dumping it straight in, and yeah, we're not going to feed the cows. I just find it so hilarious. It really is. Right, so ooh, wow, excellent. And a little John Deere. Let's grab the milk, stick that in. Right, I would imagine that these are actually not far off giving birth. Yeah, I was going to say. Ooh, hang on a minute. Oh, no, that's right. We bought some the next month, didn't we? Because I said I really wanted more. And we did actually earn some. So, yeah, they're a month apart. So I think it basically fills it next time. When they're both giving birth, it's a filled enclosure. Yeah, I really want all of my models soon to have the chevrons over the thing so that we're dumping into the grate, or looking like we're dumping into the grate. Right, so smashing. What have we got on sale? I think we're going to leave it in February. I think this is as far as we're going to go, I reckon. Another header, 12 metre. The combo system, the Bedner. Let's go sell those. Yeah, there's a couple of things we can sell. That's not a bad thing, is it? And then I think we'll leave it here. It is pushing on. I must admit, the time. I don't want to produce a massive session. We'll just go through. It's only 1 more month, and we'll just literally next session we'll start the seeding stroke planting on all of our fields. And we do need to make a decision on what we're actually doing, as well as the dairy that is obviously doing so terribly well. Fantastic. Oh. Yeah, we will get that Kawaco as well. We will use it. I don't suppose it's a bad thing, really. We could actually, in a way, be crafty and grab the slurry and make it into digestate by watering it down, and it really just goes further. It's again, I never thought of doing that, but it just came to me just then that, well, you could sort of make your slurry stretch a bit further. Yeah, this jerking is what I was on about. It really is horrible. Fantastic. And the Fent header 2. What size header have we got? Are we do a Swapsy? I can't remember. Is it a 9.2 or something like that? It's exactly the same as the one you've got. So really, we'll sell this one. Yeah, we've not really been lucky. Obviously, we've got quite a few headers that we bought in the hope that we might get one of these things drop, and we never did get anything drop, did we? Really? Not even one of my own harvesters, vegetable harvesters. So fantastic. So up to 150,751 euros. We've pretty much. Let's have a look at the stones and just see how well. I would imagine it's nearly all stoned, though. I don't think they'll have gone. Yeah, in fact, yeah, they've not even gotten a complete round, so that's going to take a while. So we'll do that field last. They're not doing a bad job on those. Only a few little tiny bits, really, which is I'm quite happy with that. We've got our grass to cut. Is this field now completely grown? They say it is. And now, if you go above, you should see that it's all like one sort of single colour, which we of course need to do a new course for this to do our grass. So we will be doing the grass digester and making our own TMR as well. And obviously straw needs to be one of those things that we do. So there's oats. Really, there's only oats that just... No, they all do straw now, though, don't they, really? Yeah, thinking about it, they do. Yeah, so we can actually do anything, and we're going to get straw now with the additional straw mod. So I'm going to give it some thought on what we're going to do with our 3 fields. One monster field and 2, one medium and 1 smallish, I would say. That's how I would classify those. So do we buy another field? Or are we happy with where we are? It's only supposed to be a small run, really, so I think I'm happy to leave this where it is. Not all farms go massive. You're happy, but I do think we need to choose. I'd like to choose a business, so I'm going to try and give that some thought. I mean, other than the dairy, obviously, which is doing terribly well. So yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.